wonder how happy you are first with the performance, but also with the result tonight.
Well, I'm happy with the performance because I think we gave today. We gave everything. I think you saw at the beginning we were a little bit nervous, and I think PSV had a better start. I think we after the 1-0, especially the last 15-20 minutes, I think we took over the game with a lot of pressure and with a lot of good attacks. And I think the goal we scored was an excellent attack from us. And second half we came to 1, of course, in front. With the goalkeeper who didn't react well on the shot of Tom. After that, of course, you try to keep the momentum and try to search for the third goal. But we didn't, and of course it's disappointed if you get a set piece against a goal against so late in the game. But I think we gave everything. We at moments we played really well, but we're playing against a quality side. I think the differences over 90 minutes, I think you could see in the score wasn't that big. So happy with the performance. We could have had a better result, but also a result who was worse, I think. So everything to play for next week when we travel to Eindhoven.
Yeah, your halftime in the tie. Do you feel confident you can get the job done? Do you feel like a manager who's ready for the Champions League group stage and a group of players that are ready for the Champions League group stages?
Well, I'm very positive person, and of course we are able to go through. I mean, we've showed it also in the past where we can get a result away from home. It's going to be a difficult game. I think probably similar the way you saw the game today, but I'm confident we have the chance in one game to go through. It's still even. So we have to go out there and play for everything, and that's group stage of the Champions League.
Awesome. Giovanni, is it a mark of how far your team has come in Europe this year, or last season and this season, that things were a little bit flat, or felt a little bit flat after the game today, certainly in terms of the atmosphere in the stadium?
Well, I mean, it's. I think it's you could feel it's a big game, because there's a lot at stake. I think at moments, I think you saw that also in the team, especially the beginning of the game. Some passing and some decision making on the ball weren't the same as we used to be. So you see when we were able to find players between the lines and go with the quick passing, and we can turn around and face the opponent's goal when we are attacking. I think that's the moments we will become dangerous. But it's a quality side, PSV. If you're in group stage, you want to go to group stage in the last qualification round, all the teams are good. And this is the level. The difference aren't that much. It's just getting the details right, and that's the difference today. So and that will also be the difference next week.
Gio, you mentioned your disappointment of the nature of the goals conceded. Is it enough to make you change how you set up defensively at set pieces, or will you continue that system?
No, I mean the first one, I think we had the first contact, and then I think the header was going to the back of a player, so the ball stayed in the area, which was unlucky. In the second one, we have to defend stronger and make sure we do everything to have the first contact. So of course we need to improve it, because next week again they will be dangerous in set pieces. So it's definitely an area we need to improve, but we have to improve every game we play.
You mentioned the nerves at the start of the game, Gio. Do you put that down to the size of the prize at stake? And do you think that the nerves will be out of the system of all the players for next week?
Well, I think you only saw the nerves in the beginning of the game. I mean, it's normal. It's a big game. It's Champions League. First time you hear the tune, you want to be in the group stage. So it's normal as a player. You should also feel the pressure, because if you feel it, you have something to work hard for, and to the desire we have, is to be in the group stage. But I think first 10-20 minutes, we were nervous. So I think that's done. We can now go next week and go out on the pitch and try to go to the next round, which is the group stage.
Gio, next week, obviously, the tie will begin from 2-2 with no away goals. But what sort of qualities will you need to see from your side if they're to get the result in Eindhoven?
Well, we need to start well. We need to be confident on the ball. Try to create many chances as possible. You know, be strong in set pieces. Be strong when we have set pieces in attack. So yeah, I think we can have a performance next week to go out and try and go to the next round. You know, I have confidence in my team, and I'm sure with the desire we have and the passion, and you know, it's still 90 minutes against a good team, but we will be there next week.
Giovanni, do you have any concerns about the way the team are starting halves? Finished the first half really strong, didn't appear to start the second half, the tempo. Do you have any concerns about that? Is it something you might want to work on?
Well, I mean, it's obviously we want to start well, but you're playing against a good team. So, you know, it's not like we go every game, we go out and dictate the game and, you know, we're going to do what we want. No, we have to make sure you are there, but you're playing as an opponent who's a strong team. And the team is also fighting for Champions League, played Champions League in the last couple of years. Last year they didn't qualify, but if you see their side, you know, this quality players. You can see the quality they have in today's game. So for us to think we play and we have 90 minutes dominance on the pitch, it doesn't work like that. But you have to pick the moments when you feel like they are there to attack them, like we did in the first half. Yeah, those are the moments you have to make sure, and you're gonna score goals. But in the moments when you have it difficult, yeah, then if you have to be compact and make sure they're not gonna score against you. So that's European football, that's Champions League football, and that's what we have to do again next week.
That's 4 goals in 4 games for Antonio Colak. Just how pleased were you with not only his goal but his overall contribution tonight?
Yeah, well, he's important because, you know, again, he scores a goal, and I think it was an excellent goal he scored. Great finish, great touch he had, and you know, the work he does, you know, when we don't have the ball, you know, I think his energy gives us also a lot of times when we can press them at the right times. So yeah, happy with his performances and also with his goals.
Giovanni, in English?
In English.
In English, okay. Was PSV better than you thought?
No, PSV was exactly what I thought they would be. You know, a strong team, difficult to beat, well organized, a lot of quality players with a lot of, you could see a lot of great passing, a lot of movements, strong striker with Luc de Jong, and you know, as you can expect from a top team from Holland. And so no, they didn't surprise me. I expect them today the way they played.
But what does it mean for next week? I mean, they're playing at home.
Yeah, but I think that's, of course, that's you're playing at home. It's an advantage, but yeah, it's an advantage. But you know, we will be there next week because we want to be in the next phase of the Champions League, which is the group stage and the difficult ground against a quality opponent. But you know, if you have a goal, if you have a desire to reach something, then you can get a performance you want, and that's what we have to do next week. Josh.
Gio, it was another performance for James Sands at the back up against a physical striker, as you say, Luc de Jong. How do you think he's done for you at the back? And do you see him there being your first choice going forward in the left centre back next to Colin Goldson?
Well, I think that James is doing really well. You know, he's a very clever player. His football intelligence is there. And you know, he's a defender who you know, he's very smart in his defending, when to, you know, make the duel, when to not make the duel against and I think today with Luc de Jong he had some excellent duels. It's not easy to play against a striker with his height and with his physicality. So yeah, I'm really happy with him. So we're of course we going forward. We have some centre backs who are still injured. So that's why it's good to see when he gets good performances for the team.
You chose not to bring on Alfredo Morelos tonight. Was that a fitness decision or a tactical one? And is it possible that he starts next week's second leg?
Well, I think Antonio played really well. So, you know, for me, it wasn't you know, I didn't want to change him to bring him on. I think Antonio was in the game. He was fighting. He was giving pressure. He was dangerous. He was strong. So sometimes it's also, you know, I know we have five substitutes, but you know, sometimes you want to sub when you want to change something or get some freshness in. And for me, I think Antonio didn't need that.
What's the mood like in the dressing room amongst the players right now?
Well, the mood is we had the feeling we had a difficult game, and we could have had more in the game. Of course, if you 2-1 up and you lose a goal that late in the game, you know, of course you are disappointed. But you know, on the other hand, we could also have a worse result than a draw. So and we know we're only halfway, and next week we have to go out and give everything to go through.
Gio, another assist for James Tavernier this evening. Just talk about that goal and how good a team goal that was from your point of view.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's you know, it's what we've shown before. You know, with the quality we have on the pitch, the attack, the speed of play, and of course, getting Tav in those areas where he can cross the ball, we become very dangerous. So I think the movement in that attack was good. That's why we scored a goal, because you know, against a team like PSV, you need to have those attacks and movements to create chances. And I think the first goal was an example, you know, how you have to attack them.